Saints making key moves tonight that will impact the struggling franchise's future.
This as the NFL draft kicked into high gear tonight.
All right, we have team coverage. WGSU Sports Director Fletcher Mackel live from the Saints training facility in Metairie with our first look at the team's pick. Fletcher.
Yes, good evening, Gina. Good evening, Sulla. For everyone out there that were hoping that the Saints would make a splash pick, maybe adding a quarterback in the first round for the first time in 54 years since Archie Manning in 1971, there's always next year. The Saints didn't do that. What they did is what they always do. For the sixth time in 10 years, the Saints have drafted an offensive lineman. Let's take a look at the 2025 first-round draft pick. He is big Kelvin Banks Jr. from the University of Texas. It's hard to knock this pick, even if it's not sexy. Banks was a five-star recruit coming out of high school, a three-year starter at a premier college program, playing for a head coach that knows the NFL in Steve Sarkisian. He was a team captain. He's a class act, and he is a great player. Many mock drafts had him going in the top 5, so the Saints getting him at number 9 is really a good move. He should be an instant starter at left tackle, and he says he's ready to come in and help the black and gold get back to their winning ways.
I went to UT where they were trying to turn that program around and different things like that. And then I say the biggest thing for me is just buying into the coach's culture. So whatever culture he tries to instill, just me buying into it and putting my head down and working hard, finding my place on the team. And then once I find that place, then I just do what I can in my part for the team, not try to worry about what somebody else is doing, but worry about what I can do to help the team win games. So I'm definitely ready and prepared to take on any challenge that comes in front of me.
New Saints head coach Kellen Moore will meet the media here at the team facility on Airline Drive shortly. It's expected that Banks will be plugged in at left tackle. Last year's first-round draft pick Taliasi Fuaga will move to right tackle, and Trevor Penning, the 2022 first-round draft pick who's been a bust, will move to a backup role. But again, we'll ask Kellen Moore about that when he meets the media. As for local players drafted, there was a big one tonight, a big move tonight. For more on that, let's go back to the studio and my colleague, sports anchor Sharif Ishak.
That's right, Fletcher. The LSU Tigers making a little history when LSU offensive lineman Will Campbell was selected in the first round of the NFL draft. Campbell was picked 4th overall by the New England Patriots, making him the highest drafted offensive lineman in LSU history, becoming just the second LSU offensive lineman to get drafted in the first round. Campbell is one of the most decorated offensive linemen in LSU history, earning consensus All-America honors as a junior in 2024. He started 38 games in 3 seasons for the Tigers. LSU has now produced a top 5 pick in 6 of the past 7 NFL drafts. The 5 other Tigers in that number: Devin White, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Derek Stingley, and Jaden Daniels. Gina?
All right. Saints fans glued to the TVs at 5:04 golf, waiting to see what moves the team would make.
Yeah, Jonah Gilmore is live with the reaction and the excitement from fans tonight. Jonah?
Yeah, solid, Gina. Excitement is an understatement. It was a huge party here at 5:04. The big screen, they've been watching the draft on this gigantic screen behind us, and the party is kind of slowing down right now, but we still have some Saints fans still here. These beautiful ladies are here. You all are Saints fans, decked in your black and gold. Talk a little bit about the excitement and the party that happened tonight.
Oh, tonight has been great. We got great drinks, great food, huge TVs. I'm very excited that we have an offensive lineman because we need somebody to protect the quarterback because it's not our strongest suit. But who dat? I'm a Saints fan, ride or die, and I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm happy that I'm a Saints fan every day.
Nice, and I have to ask you, I mean, a lot of people were hoping we selected a quarterback, but that didn't happen. Was that kind of a bummer for any of you all?
I honestly think Derek Carr has the ability to be good if we have the right people to set him up for success. I feel like a lot of people look down on him from the beginning. However, I think as a community, as Saints fans, I feel like we're ride or dies from the beginning. And if we ride with him, I think he can be successful. So picking an O-lineman, I think, was the good call. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you. I have to quickly ask you, I mean, are you hopeful for the season coming up?
We are. So we're really big Saints fans, and we're literally right across from the Dome. So hopefully on game days this will be packed, and go Saints.
All righty, thank you ladies so much. And you heard it here. I mean, we have an offensive lineman. They're excited. The Saints, Who Dat Nation seems like they're okay with the pick. We're going to toss things back to you all in the studio. Reporting live at 504 Golf, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.